morning. We are with Christy. Then Chris, tell me if I'm saying your last name correctly. Is it Wyskiel?
Wyskiel.
Okay,
yeah,
Wyskiel. Okay, it's a hard one. Thank you. So you're the executive director of Johns Hopkins Technology Ventures and senior advisor to the president at Johns Hopkins University.
Yes.
So big role.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What is Fast Forward?
Yeah, so Fast Forward is our home for startups. It's a place where at Hopkins, whether you're a doctor or a scientist or a student, you can come and get advice on how to talk to investors, what is a business plan, what lawyers should I use, just the basic, all the questions and framework around startups. We also have physical space, so if you need an office or a lab, and then we have connections to programming. So it's really a full suite of education, services, and space.
That is wonderful and very helpful, extremely helpful. What are the ingredients to success for Johns Hopkins Tech Ventures?
So I think for us, the raw material is the incredible science that happens at Johns Hopkins. We have about $2 billion worth of research that is competitively funded every year at Johns Hopkins. And so out of that comes amazing inventions, cures for cancer and how to diagnose diseases better and ways to protect our medical records. Anything around the science that happens at Hopkins, we get to take and try to bring that to market. And that's really the secret sauce. It's our amazing faculty, our amazing students, and the ideas that they have.
Sounds like so promising and amazing. What is the accomplishment so far you are the most proud of and you feel like you championed the right thing?
Yeah, so it's been a journey. I've been at Johns Hopkins for almost 7 years. And before that, I was actually an investor and entrepreneur myself on Wall Street. And so I have a real sense of the company building aspect, which is what I really tried to bring. And so I took us what I hope is from a pretty standard tech transfer office where we patent and we process and we license into a real engine of company and venture creation. And so the accomplishment that I really like to cite is that we are now seeing about $500 million a year of venture capital flow into our companies, and that's up from about $40 million before I arrived. So it's a dramatic change in terms of the actual work with the investment community, put together companies, etc.
That is so formidable. What does the future look like, you think, for Johns Hopkins Technology Ventures?
Yeah, so I think we still have a long way to go. Many of our companies, about 3/4 of our companies, are in the life sciences, and those things take a long time to really grow up and be big companies. You got a lot of science that you need to de-risk. You have to work on the regulatory framework. You have to raise a lot of funding, and so these are long lead times. So I think if I've done my job well, and if the team has really blossomed and done what they've supposed to be doing for the last few years, the next 5 to 10 years we'll see the fruits of that. So all of these seeds that we planted, they will grow up, they will become big companies, and what I hope is that we see the skyline of Baltimore filled with the names of tech and biotech companies coming out of Johns Hopkins.
It's a wonderful hope and an objective. And so thank you so much, Christy, today, and wonderful event. Thank you for having CONNECTpreneur.
Thank you so much.